I'm Megan Van Wagoner. I'm a professor in visual arts and design on the Tacoma Park campus, and I teach ceramics and graphic design. I feel really strongly, actually, that travel is a big part of continuing your education in life. And I've had the experience both of traveling as a student and traveling as a faculty member, and sort of seeing it and feeling what that's like from two very different perspectives, actually. Although, for me, traveling has been a way of personally sort of continuing my education. I don't take classes so much anymore. Instead, I go to new places and try to experience new things. I think one of the greatest parts about travel is that the things that you could learn by reading a book are so magnified when you actually go to see them in person. Whether it's looking at art or architecture or reading about or learning about rituals or cultural differences. When you actually go to a place and you sit down somewhere and you are surrounded by things and people that are brand new to you, it's like the equivalent of reading 100 books at once, and it all happens immediately and instantaneously. And one of the greatest parts about it is the people that you're surrounded with, because not only do you get to see that really great piece of art or eat some magnificent new food that you've never tried before, you get to talk to other people about it and learn pieces of the history, how it fits into the culture, how it's a part of people's daily lives, or not, by asking them questions. And you don't really get that opportunity when you're reading about things or you're watching a movie. You don't have that opportunity to say, hey, but what about this? Or how does it fit into that? Most recently, I had the opportunity to travel to China. I spent 6 weeks in China studying ceramics with a group of undergrads who were traveling from the United States. We visited museums and cultural sort of hotspots, if you will, in China, and then had the opportunity to simply work in a studio for 4 weeks alongside other Chinese artists. And to ask them questions and to watch what they did on a daily basis and to learn a little bit about their routine as artists and craftsmen. What's important to them on a daily basis? How do they approach what they do? In a way that I've never gotten from reading about Chinese porcelain or about their techniques or processes. Their approach is really different, and you wouldn't know that just from reading about it. There were a number of instances where being there also with a group and traveling with a whole bunch of people who bring their own different backgrounds and perspectives brings up questions that you wouldn't even think to ask yourself. And that just triggers all sorts of more interactions with people, interesting information that you wouldn't have thought you were going to get out of the experience. So that's another really great experience, is being able to travel with other people. I do hope that I also bring back some of that with me when I come back to the classroom, and that I'm able to share that with my students who don't have the opportunity necessarily or haven't yet had the opportunity to travel and have that experience themselves.